Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Now we are going to cover the Central University Entrance Test for post graduation in the subject education PYQ 2024. As you know, we are completing in part to part, that is 15 question series. So let's start. This is part 1 video. First question is, education is the manifestation of divine perfection already existing in man. Education is the manifestation of divine perfection already existing in man. Through which of the following agency of education the word development is hinted at in the above quote? School as an agency, societal agency, family as an agency, self as an agency. Which agency is suitable for this quote? As you know, this quote was given by Swami Vivekananda. Okay, then according to Swami Vivekananda, what should be suitable for this statement? Which option will be suitable? As you know, idealistic philosophers strongly believe education is a process of self-realization, not external imposition. Self-realization. So, as the self is here, it will be the core thing of this statement. Okay. Then, so that the quote is by Swami Vivekananda. It emphasizes inner development, meaning of education brings out what already exists within an individual, so that self education is highlighted here. So self as an agency will be the correct answer. Okay, just remember this quotation was given by Swami Vivekananda, and also this which agency, the self as an agency, that is related with this quotation. Okay, then move to the next question. Question number 2. Which of the following reflect the narrow meaning of education? Said that narrow meaning of education. Which one? A said it is a deliberate and conscious process planned to develop socially desirable behavior. B said learning as an accumulation of information and knowledge. C said learning as an understanding of life. D said learning as preparation for life. Okay, you can know that preparation for life, it is going on broader term. Learning as an understanding of life. When education is with connected with learning of life, when it is connected with life, this is going to broader term. So these two also not be. It is a deliberate and conscious process planned to develop socially desirable behavior. Okay, narrow meaning of education. So A, listen sound, learning as an accumulation of information and knowledge. Okay, information and knowledge. Obviously B is listened as a sound. Okay, A and B will be correct answer. So option 4 will be remove A and B, A and B, A and B. These three option has also A and B. So we have to choose one of them, C and D, which is related with the narrow meaning of education. Okay, narrow meaning of education means school based education. Broad meanings lifelong learning. Okay, so preparation for life, learning as a preparation for life, it is also going in broader meaning of education, but the preparation of life is in confined in the school level. Okay, so that as the sense D, listen sound for this suitable option. Okay, so option A will be correct answer. But if A and B only is there, then it will be also correct. But here not a single A and B, so that we have to go with D. Okay, so option A will be correct answer. Okay, preparation for life, also the preparation of life is accumulated in the school. So school as a narrow meaning of education also define it. Okay, that's why we have to go with this. So move to the next question. Question number 3. Which of these three are the branches of philosophy? Branches of philosophy, which one? As you know, there are three branches of philosophy. You don't need to see the option because metaphysics, epistemology and axiology, these three are the branch of philosophy. Where is that? Metaphysics, axiology and epistemology. Metaphysics, axiology and epistemology. Okay, this option 2 will be the correct answer. Okay, option 2 will be the correct answer. Metaphysics, what said? Nature of reality. Epistemology also say nature of knowledge, and axiology always go with values, ethics, aesthetics, discipline, etc. Okay, educational philosophy mainly derives the aims from axiology. Extra facts just avoided. Go. Move to the next question. Question number 4. Which school of philosophy does John Dewey advocate for? John Dewey. Obviously, John Dewey is one of the modern philosopher in Western place. So, idealism, realism, pragmatism, and naturalism. This philosophy are, as you know, from idealism is one of the oldest philosophy. Realism also connected with scientific philosophy. Pragmatism related with the change, and naturalism, nature. Okay, so as you know, John Dewey always uh, connected with, or his idea are so related with his society, and it's a societal change. So pragmatism is the most important philosophy which is related to John Dewey. Okay, John Dewey also one of the advocator of pragmatism. Okay, then learning by doing is one of the most important method given by John Dewey, also contained in the pragmatist philosophy. Okay, then move to the next question. Question number 5. Identify the statement that demonstrate the relationship between education and philosophy. It said the relationship between education and philosophy. Which one said? A said philosophy provides aims and objective to education. B said education serves the philosophical thought. B said both philosophy and education are two sides of the same coin. Yes, obviously it's said by Ross, wherein philosophy is the contemplation and education is the application of it. Obviously it is correct. C is also correct. It is said by Ross, 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 one of the philosopher. Okay. Then D said philosophical thought shape the educational practice. E said education facilitate the cognitive development. Okay. Then as you know, her C is not, the option will be incorrect. So we have to consider these two options. Which one? Philosophy gives M. Okay, philosophy gives M. Then philosophy guides educational practice. Philosophy guides educational practice. Save the educational practice. So D also will be correct. Okay. Then philosophy, what famous philosophy is the theory, education is the practice. Okay, philosophy is the theory, education is the practice. So option A, C and D. Philosophy aims and objectives to education. Philosophy provides the aims and objectives to the education. Obviously A will be correct. Okay, so A and C and D. Okay, A C D A C D A C D will be correct answer. Okay, then as you know, education without philosophy is called directionless activity. Okay, so move to the next question. Question number 6. Which of the following is a key criterion for developing a curriculum based on pragmatism? Okay, when pragmatism will come, you have to keep in your mind, that is the changeness. Okay, where pragmatism, their change should be exist. Okay, their progress, such development should be exist. Okay, child's experience and interest, preparation for life, yes, moral and value, utility centered and integration of subject, utility centered and integration of subject. What should be the curriculum? Utility center. Obviously utility is one of the core principle of a pragmatism. Okay, so that utility center and integration of subject will be the correct answer. Okay, pragmatism stress usefulness, activity, and integration rather than rigid subjects, so that usefulness is related to utility. Okay, pragmatism, so that the pragmatist curriculum is flexible and child-centered, and the most important thing is utility, that should be useful in the children's life. Okay, and move to the next question. Question number 7. Arrange the following in the order of process which social change occur. Arrangement: change in the thinking of individuals, change in the social interaction, change in the attitude of individuals, change in the experience of individuals, change in the social structure, change in the social relations, which will be correct sequence. Okay, which will be the correct sequence. Social change begins internally and moves onward. Thinking, experience, attitude, interaction, relation, structure. Okay, in this way. But thinking, first thinking, that should be A will be first. Then experience, D. Experience will be 2. Then should be attitude. Okay, attitude, C will be 3. Then should be interaction, it will be 2 will be for, B will be for. Then should be relation. Okay, relation, change in social structures, change in social relation, it will be 5 and it will be 6. So first what? A, D, C, B, F, E. A, D, A, D, C, B, F, E. It will be what? Option number 2. Okay, just remember what? Thinking, experience, attitude, interaction, relation, structure. This is the sequence. Okay, as this sequence you can order it. Move to the next question. Education is an instrument of social change. How does education being an instrument of a perform this role? Okay, how does education being an instrument of perform this role? How? A said questioning and critiquing the existing value, waits for a change and prepare the society to adopt to change. Then C said develops individual capacity and capability to explore, initiate and guide social change. He said lays down criteria and standards for effectively assessing the social change. Which are the correct for education as an instrument of social change? Which? Questioning is one of the important thing. Okay, so where questioning is, there is changing. Okay, if you question on a subject, on a topic, on a problems, then the solution also comes. Okay, so if the solution comes, then there should be a change occur. Okay, so A will be one of them. A will be correct, so A also present in all options. So then wait for change is not the, in this sense wait for change will be not the sense of instrument to social change. Okay, so B will be incorrect, so that present in 1 2 3 option, B is present, so incorrect. Okay, so option 4 is C and D. What C? Develop individual capacity and capability, obviously. Explore, initiate and guide social change, obviously it is correct. Then D, lay down the criteria and standard for effectively assessing the social change, yes, it is also listen sound. Okay, A, C, D, so option 4 is also correct. Okay, option 4 will be the correct answer. Then move to the next question. Which of the following can be taken as a comprehensive definition of culture? Okay, which one? Option 1, set of shared value, belief, behavior. Option 2, set of share value, belief, material as well as non-material aspect, common symbol and meanings. Option 3, set of share value, belief, attitude, knowledge and skills which form part of the common symbols, meanings and behavior of a group people. Option 4, set of share value, belief, social heritage of a group of people. So what's the question was a comprehensive definition of culture. So which will be correct? Which will be the correct answer? Value and belief, obviously there should be present. Knowledge and skill obviously present. Symbol, meaning and behavior also should be present. So that option 3 present all the characteristics, that is value, belief, knowledge, skill, symbol, meaning of behavior, hence most comprehensive. So that option 3 will be listen as sound, so it will be correct answer. Okay, just remember culture is learned, shared and transmitted socially. Okay, just note down what I said, the extra informations about the questions. Okay, then move to the next question. Question number 10. Choose the correct option on the principle of idealism. Okay, it said which is the idealism called principle. Okay, option 1, insistence on the maximum development of the individual body, mind and spirit. Okay, 2 said insistence on the preparation for a real life. Option 3 said principle of self-education. Option 4, principle of utility. As you know, option 3 option 4 principle of utility, it is gone to principle of utility is related with the pragmatism. Okay, utility we cover before the question. Utility is related with utility is the core principle of pragmatism. Okay, then which one? Okay, idealism gives priority to mind and spirit. Okay, mind and spirit. So mind and spirit, the option 1 is emphasizes body, mind and spirit and its development. Okay, so option A will be correct answer. Okay, principle of self-education, it will instead on the preparation for real life. Okay, self-education, it is also sound lesson, but we know body, mind and spirit is the most important and emphasis by idealism, so we have to go option 1. Okay, if there is multiple type of option is there, then we can go also A and option 1 and option 3 also, but in this question option 1 will be the correct answer. Okay, it is listened as very sound. By education I mean all round development of the child and man, body, mind and spirit. Who gave the above quote? Who gave this statement? I know everyone is know this statement who give. Okay, this is none other than that is Mahatma Gandhi. MK Gandhi is the giver of this statement. Okay, then move to the next question. Arrange the following commission, committee and a national flagship program on UEE, universalization of elementary education in chronological order. Okay, chronological order, it said a set of it in chronological order. Okay, right to education 2009. Okay, Kothari commission 1964 to 66. Then district primary education 1994. Service examination 2001. Okay, then first will be what? First will be Kothari commission B, option 1 and option 2. Okay, B is here. Then which one? Then 1994 district primary B, then C, B, then C, Option 1 is here C, so we should not go anywhere. Option A will be the correct answer. Okay, then move to the next question. Match list 1 and list 2. Okay, option A, your aims of education is in list 1 and its philosophy is there. Okay, which are related to which one? Just finalize. Okay, naturalism, realism, pragmatism, idealism. Okay, to develop child's awareness about the real world and preparation for happy and successful life, establishing conscious relationship of self and universal self, and educate toward the attainment of attribute like Satya Siva Sundaram. Satya Siva Sundaram. As you know, the aim of education of the philosophy Satya Siva Sundaram is idealism. Okay, related to idealism. So B will be B. B will be B. Okay, Satya Siva Sundaram. B will be B. Sorry, B will be IV. Here is B will be IV. Option 1, and option 4 available. Okay, sorry, option 3 available. Then development and strengthening of everybody part and emphasis on the freedom of child. Child freedom. That is naturalism maybe. Aims of education based on education need, which are specific and temperamental and not general permanent. Just think which will be. Realism said what? Awareness of real world and preparation for a successful life. So realism. A will be double I. Okay, A will be double I. A will be double I. Option 3 is here available. A will be double I. Okay. Then idealism, I said also Satya Siva Sundaram. Then naturalism stays on physical development, freedom of child, obviously. Okay. Then pragmatism what? Pragmatism believes educational aims are temporary, change, need-based, and linked to real life situation. So option 3 will be correct answer. Okay. Then move to the next question. Here theory and books name are there. Then authors or thinker name is there. Okay, we have to match them. Summerhill, deschooling, why children fail, Divas Suparna. Okay, then as you know, deschooling concept is given by Ivan Illich. Okay, B will be double I. Option 1, 3, 4. Obviously, option 2 will be incorrect. 1, 3, 4. B available is double I. Okay. Then deschooling. Okay. As you know, Summerhill. Okay. Summerhill school was founded by A.S. Neil. Okay. A.S. Neil, based on freedom, self-regulation, and child-centered education. So Summerhill, A.S. Neil. A will be IV. A will be IV. So A will be IV. Okay. Option 4 is correct answer. Okay. Then next, why children fail. This is written by John Holt. Okay. John Holt wrote Why Children Fail. Okay. Highlighting how rigid school system handle natural learnings. Okay. How rigid school system handle natural learnings. Okay. On this topics, on this matter, he explore. Okay. Then written this book. Then okay, this will be correct. Then move to the next question. Then naturalism, idealism, realism, pragmatism, and its propounder or thinker. Okay, as you know, pragmatism, John Dewey. Okay, D triple I. Here 2 is available. D triple I. So option 1 and 4 will be incorrect. Okay. Then Sri Aurobindo, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, idealism, realism. Okay, Sri Aurobindo, one of the idealistic or realistic? What? Sri Aurobindo is one of the idealism. Okay, idealistic. So B will be IV. Okay, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, naturalism. A will be double I. A will be double I. Okay, here is the we can find our answer from A will be double A. Okay, we should not go another. Okay, option 2 will be correct answer. Okay, then so friends, this is our 1 to 15 question of 2024 CUET PG MA Education questions. Okay, for the next part question, just wait, it will be come soon tomorrow. Then till then, keep practicing and keep learning. Thank you.